Shalom. This chapter is going to be about what I call heart to heart. Heart to heart. My name is Miri Rai. I'm a drama therapist and I have quite a bit of experience in counselling parents as well as children and helping them make a change for the better within their houses. So what is heart to heart? I say it's not to use a mask. Like, it's very difficult to express your feelings when you are wearing a mask. Now, what sort of a mask am I talking about? I'm not talking about a corona mask, a real mask like this. I'm talking about a mask which is covering up your own feelings. That you don't say what you actually feel, and instead of that, you are in the role of the parent, of putting order in the house, and really, I'm suggesting that you take away the mask and you tell your child what you feel. I will give you an example. For instance, if the toys are on the floor, we'll use the same example as the last chapter, then I think it's good to say, it really bothers me to see the toys on the floor. It doesn't bother him, but it bothers me. Why to say that? Because I want to encourage children to understand the feelings of the people around them. I'll give you a different example. Let's just say that two siblings, this is a child, this is his little sister, and let's say they're quarreling, and let's say that this is a baby sister, a 2 years old, something like that, and she can't really say what she feels, but she does feel, definitely. She can feel fear, she can feel anger, she can feel what other people are feeling, and it can make her sad to see other people getting upset. So she's only a little girl, but what happens when he's being a bit naughty or something, and father says to him, come here at once, you're not allowed to do that, He's talking pretty harshly to the kid, and she, the little girl, is feeling it. She's not part of it, but she is viewing it. So what I'm suggesting is not in the actual situation, but afterwards, if father can say to the child, how do you think little sister felt when we were arguing before, when I was telling you off before? How do you think she felt? Well, that really surprises him because he doesn't know how she felt. He doesn't know what other people are feeling. He can only feel his own feelings, not other people's. And I do this a lot in my clinic. I work with dolls and puppets and stuff like this, I'm showing you here. And what I do is to show via the doll, I do it because I haven't got the little girl in front of me, but I don't want the little girl in front of me either. Even if you're the parent, you can't involve her. But what you can do is to say to him, after he's calmed down, let's say after he's had a shower, and about the same situation that father really talked to him harshly because he didn't behave or something like that, a situation, I think it's good to ask the child, what do you think she felt? I saw that she was sad. I saw that she was crying almost. She was sorry that it happened like that. What I want to put across is to say that we have to encourage him to understand other people's feelings, other people's hearts. And that's why I'm calling this chapter Heart to Heart, because I want him to understand somebody else's feelings who wasn't involved. Like that, he will probably get more of a grip on himself and understand that his actions are hurting, could hurt somebody else. For instance, let's just say he sat with his friend in the class and you got a phone call. Okay, mother gets a phone call from the teacher. Oh, your child, he sat on one of the children and he punched him, and then he was sent to a room, to quiet down. So, what can mother do here? She wasn't there. But what she can do is this. She can say to him, how do you think your friend felt when you sat on him? Now, by asking him how the other person felt, what his action did to somebody else, should encourage the feelings of his own heart and understanding somebody else's sorrow. Because what's happening is that children sometimes are not encouraged enough to understand other people's feelings. Even, let's take a different example. Let's take, we've got a child of 6, for instance, let's say an older child of about 8 or 10, and she wants to make some cake or something in the kitchen. She wants to experience cooking, and she's leaving a bit of a mess. So if mother says to her, you have to come here and clean up the mess you made. Well, she can do that, but I think it's preferable for her to say, I don't like seeing this mess here. I don't like seeing it. I don't like seeing it. It bothers me. If she says it bothers me, then let's hope that the 8-year-old child or 10-year-old will understand, will get more feelings to understand our mother, to understand that what her actions are, that she didn't wash up the mess, that she's bothering her mother. You understand? So therefore, by talking what is bothering me, can encourage feelings. Another point I want to make is this doesn't happen without some role modeling. We have to say, I think we should say, things that happen to us during the day before we ask, how was your day? Say, how was my day? For instance, something that happened to grown up. For instance, I could say, I went to town, I didn't find a good parking place. And I had to go round and round and round. And it took me so long, and it really got me upset that I didn't find a parking place. Okay, for the child, he doesn't care if you found a parking place or not. It's not his problem. But what does matter is that it does encourage him to feel empathy for mother that she didn't find a parking place. Okay, or for another example, then it's more possible for her to say to him, to get him to open up, to say to him, well, how was your day? Did anything bother you? And then maybe he will say, oh yeah, some kid took my pencil and didn't give it me back. Something that will happen to his life. Okay, that's how we can encourage open talk more. And another thing is that we can say what makes us proud about ourselves. For instance, a mother could say something like, I'm so proud of myself. I only had 1 cup of coffee today, and instead of 6, my usual, and instead of that, I drank lots of water. I'm doing pretty good. So he doesn't drink coffee. It doesn't really bother him. how many cups of water his mother had or how many cups of coffee she had. What the point is that she is enabling him to get empathy for her and to also open up what makes him proud of. Did anything make you proud? Were you proud of yourself for something today? Then maybe he will open up something and say, yes, I put my hand up and I answered the questions the teacher asked. Now, he's not going to say that if you're not going to role model him yourself. So that's my point in talking about heart to heart, to get the connection. I hope it's helped you, a few tips, and we'll meet in the next chapter. All the best.